thepsychicfuture.com, and this is your horoscope for the 10th to 17th of March. So this week I'm talking about a really big transit. I've got Uranus in Taurus for you. So just to give you a little bit of info around this, Uranus is a really slow moving planet, so it spends at least 1 year in each sign. So for all of 2017, Uranus was in your fellow fire sign of Aries. So what this would have been doing is it would have been helping you to kind of like put yourself out there and to be more confident and to really kind of like accept and embrace and share your gifts and your skills and your creativity and your talents, like all of this stuff. So for 2017, a lot of you Leos would have been, putting yourself out there more, trusting yourself a little bit more, believing in yourself, and being a little bit more independent of what people think of you. So kind of just being like, well, this is me and I'm going to try and make it work. So then in 2018, we had the first half again in Aries. So would have been this like theme of independence and believing in yourself. But then what happened is Uranus went into the first degrees of Taurus, and it was there until November, so May to November 2018. And within this time, you would have been faced with questions of, okay, this is who I am, I believe in myself, I'm confident, how can I make it work in the material world? So if you are a creative person, it's like, okay, well, how can I live off of that? Like, how can I, if you're an artist or an actor or, something creative, or even just you use a little bit of creativity in your job, or you want to use a bit of creativity in your job. It's like, how can you actually make material wealth from that? How can you survive off of it? So these were questions that would have come up in May to November 2018. Then what happened is Uranus went retrograde, so it slipped back into Aries. So again, it was this kind of like, but it's okay, just believe in yourself, it's fine. Uranus has been in Aries right up until now, so now it's going back into Taurus again. So Uranus is now direct, it's going to be in Taurus for the rest of the year. So this year is now the time for you to figure out how you're going to use your creative skills or your creative desires to survive in the world. So if it is you have some passion, how can you live off of that? How can you make that give you roots? How can you create roots while still being this like independent, believing in yourself kind of creative person? So these are going to be really big questions for 2019, and they're coming up so that you can solve them, so that it can actually work for you. So as long as you are looking at these questions and you're trying to answer them and you're trying to figure it out, then Uranus in Taurus will kind of, I guess, what's the word? It will conspire to bring this about for you if that's what you really want. So if it is what you really want, then the roots will kind of like appear and you will be tasked to put in a little bit of hard work to make that happen. So just keep an eye out for any of these questions, for any of these opportunities, and it will be a really good year for you, because you'll finally be able to like settle into what it is that you want to do, this creative groove of yours. So I do have a blog post up about Uranus in Taurus, so check that out, and I will see you next week.